mention 5 African countries in world football today, and you would not mention Nigeria.
3. You can't mention 3. I know, I know it was the updates. We know that some candidates are already cleared, and that makes it like it's not really looking good at all for Nigeria.
Yeah, 6 as of now, Austin.
No, they declared their intention. I think they still have to face FIFA ethics.
No, that's their nomination got to FIFA. You know, they are still going to face the FIFA ethics committee to check on their integrity, and if they don't pass, they are automatically disqualified. And surprisingly, Michel Platini's name is there.
Which raises a lot of questions, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Because if a man is facing a 90-day suspension for a particularly serious offense, how in the name of God can he still stand?
Yeah,
it calls into question his credibility. It calls into question
they can
FIFA's
that,
mantra for change.
That they've seen your nomination, you've been endorsed by 5 FAs, but when you now face the ethics committee and your integrity is being questioned, then you just thank you very much. We'll see
and there's
some
also
other
the
time.
gentleman from South Africa, the man who has, who some people have said that has the sexiest name in world football, Tokyo Sexuale. But with all due respect to Sexuale, he's an icon as far as South Africa is concerned. Former politician, he also was businessman, multimillionaire. He was also an apartheid campaigner, anti-apartheid campaigner. Was also imprisoned in Robben Island along with Nelson Mandela as well. He was also, I think, a member of the FIFA mediation committee between Israel and Palestine. He was appointed by Sepp Blatter as well. So he has some experience within FIFA, and he feels that he's the man to do the job. He also ran for South Africa presidency too in the past as well. So he's experienced in politics. He's experienced in football. And
nobody did delay tactics with his.
That is the difference, Austin. You know, even though Danny Jordan, you know, so a lot of people say he's still eyeing a bigger position. You know, they allow national interest to prevail.
That's what it
is. This is a South African who is coming out to aspire for the top position in FIFA. And everybody, you know, queued behind him. That's the way it should be. We don't need to, you know, fight over issues when we can unite behind somebody, you know, to get there. Even if it doesn't get there, like Tunde said, the experience could be invaluable.
But the biggest story actually has to be the fact that Gianni Infantino, FIFA Secretary General, has also thrown his hat into the ring just hours before the close of the deadline. No one saw that coming, but he seems to have received some kind of tacit endorsement from UEFA, which is very, 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 very important in this.
In case Platini fails to scale the hurdle.
He now seems to be the fallback option for UEFA in case Platini does not get it. Platini has always, they've always wanted him to be the #1 choice. But the fact that he still has the ethics committee issue to scale, the 90-day ban from football as well, the questions regarding the financial transaction between him and Sepp Blatter calls into question his suitability and for his candidacy. Now they have Infantino. It's very interesting. It promises to be even more interesting. And there are also 2 Arab princes, one from Bahrain, I believe.
Yeah,
Bahrain, another one, the other gentleman from Jordan as well. So it's going to be very interesting. Politicians, princes, ex-footballers.
Who knows? Football. Between now and the 12th midnight deadline,
we might see more.
There could be more names.
Okay, that's it. Hopefully we'll get to see Segun Odegba's name on that list also. That's the hope and prayer right there from Nigeria. I'll just read 2 messages and then we'll go to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Emmanuel Ludo says, Nigeria factor with its delayed tactics syndrome is going to have an adverse effect on Segun Odegbami's chances. And it says, shame to the NFF. It's your opinion. We also hope that is a change. Salahuddin Amal says, I think it will be important for the mathematical to get support from CAF as soon as possible so other continental federations can be convinced. Well, the NFF needs to be convinced first and then give him what is about before it goes elsewhere. That's it with the FIFA presidency. It's getting hotter. We'll write here Channels TV. We'll stay with the politics. We'll stay with the backplay. We'll stay with all of the antics as regards who will emerge the next president of FIFA. And then we'll give you all the lowdown right here on the program. Let's go to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup now. Not a good one for the Golden Eagles, but it came with good lessons. That's what Coach Emmanuel Amunike said after the Golden Eagles lost to Croatia by 2-1. Now they will play Australia in the round of 16. Really, really important game for the Golden Eagles. In other round of 16 fixtures, Brazil will take on New Zealand, Mexico will play Chile, Nigeria, we told you, will take on Australia, Korea Republic will play Belgium, Croatia will play Germany, Mali will play Korea, DPR, Russia will play Ecuador, and France will play Costa Rica. So, guys, we're counting down now. Some would say with the sort of brilliance shown in the first two games, they were a bit flat against Croatia. But I think I liked that defeat so that they can use it and go to do more bigger things.
I agree with you. You have to learn from defeats like that, you know. But I think more critically is the fact that I think they have only one style of play, and that is high intensity, trying to run down the opponents. And when it fails, I don't think they have any option. They don't have plan B. That was what happened against Croatia. They like to run down the defense, attack. But sometimes you need plan B in case your opponents, you know, have a mastery of your game plan. I believe that Amunike must have learned his lessons. This is a knockout stage. A lot of tactical inputs will be involved at this level, because if you crash out, you're coming back home.
That's it. Today, tactical input should be employed. What else?
Yeah, I was particularly disappointed with Emmanuel Amunike's comments.
But why?
On the Eaglets. I think it was particularly harsh. I think Amunike didn't do his team any justice with the kind of hard-hitting words he used against them. Look, like Onye said, losing is part of winning. Losing is part of this process of success. If you don't learn to lose, and rise from your loss, you can never win.
But we warned you, Nigerians, that it's not all developmental at this stage.
Exactly. And that is what I want him. That is what I would expected him to have said to his team. That look, yes, we lost against a good team. We learned plenty of valuable lessons. There were a few errors, a few mistakes that we made. We will ensure that we correct them ahead of the knockout phase. I'm very proud of my boys. Something to raise their morale. The boys are already unhappy with the fact that they lost to this team, a team they lost to at the Swan Invitational Tournament already. They've lost twice to this team and they're not happy about it. This is the last thing that they need right now from their coach. Well, he's the coach, he's the one who gets to make these kind of things. But I would never have gone that route. I would have been happy with the performance because, yes, they did play well. And let's be candid, the Croatians too needed that result more than us. Yeah. We had qualified at that point in time. They were not sure of their qualification. They had two draws on their first two games. So the hunger was with them. It was the Croatians' game. They needed to take it by the scruff of the neck, and they did. So we have to understand that even in the process of success, losing is part of the things that we will face. But learning from those losses is particularly key, probably even more important than winning. All the games that we won, did we learn anything from it? But more importantly, the one that we lost, did we learn anything from it? That is where I would like to place my own emphasis.
No, unfortunately, Tule Koiki is not the coach of the Golden Eaglet. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Amunike and the boys somewhat want some success. So that's the talk from the FIFA on the 17 World Cup. On Wednesday, Nigeria will take on Australia, but hopefully they'll put some smiles on the faces of Coach Emmanuel Amunike, Tule Koiki, and of course Nigerians. Let's go on a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the CHAN qualifiers and of course Lewis Hamilton winning the US Grand Prix to emerge world champion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.